Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Spartan College of Aeronautics and Technology is going electric. The Commemorative Air Force announces B29 ground school, and Bristell Aircraft introduces a tail dragger. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm Ashley Hale. Spartan College of Aeronautics and Technology, which is located in Tulsa, Oklahoma, has signed a training program development and deposit agreement with Aero Electric Aircraft Corporation, referred to as AEAC. Spartan is reserving the first 20 Sunflyer delivery positions and is to help develop a complete training system for the Sunflyer solar electric training aircraft being developed by AEAC. Peter Harris, CEO of Spartan College, said in part, quote, "This agreement signifies our commitment to innovation and to serving the next generation of pilots," end quote. George Bice, CEO of AEAC, thanked Spartan College for their collaboration and their support. He said in part, quote, "Our goal with Sunflyer is to achieve lower operating costs and enhance safety features for a training airplane by focusing on the benefits of solar electric propulsion and durable composite construction," end quote. AEAC is planning to offer the first certified U.S.-sponsored practical all-electric airplane serving the aviation training market. Well, here's an opportunity to receive ground training on one of World War II's greatest airplanes, the B-29 Super Fortress. The Commemorative Air Force says that there are some select volunteer positions open for the summer, including B-29 ground crew, ride desk, and flight crew positions. There is plenty of work involved when touring an aircraft like Fifi, but the fun and rewards are tremendous. Participants must be a CAF colonel, preservation colonel, or life member, and also must be a member of the B-29 B-24 squadron. For those interested in the B-29 ground school, a 2-day class will be open to anyone interested on February 7th and 8th at the Vintage Flying Museum in Fort Worth, Texas. Attendance is priced at only $29. After the break, Bristell Aircraft brings us a backcountry tail dragger.
Ready for a bold and never boring LSA? Check out the Renegade, Little Rascal LS1 and LS2 fully aerobatic light sport aircraft with dependable fuel-injected Lycoming AEIO 233 power. Since 2001, MGL Avionics has produced avionics for experimental and light sport aircraft. The flagship product is the IEFIS, a comprehensive next-generation flight, engine, and navigation instrument designed to meet the demands of the modern pilot. See more at www.mglavionics.com. Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro standby instrument. TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Welcome back. If you have a story suggestion for Airborne Unlimited, send an email to news-spy@aero-news.net. Bristell has introduced a new aircraft to their lineup at the Sebring U.S. Sport Aviation Expo. Tom Patton reports.
The new plane is called the Bristell TDO, which stands for Tail Dragger Option. The aircraft gives owners the utility of a backcountry aircraft while retaining a good cruise speed and useful load. Bristell Aircraft's Blue Mancuso said the plane would be perfect for the pilot who always wanted to take that trip out west, but thought it would take too long in a Cub. The Bristell TDO has a wide cabin, good range, and a 645-pound useful load. Prop clearance is excellent with optional 26-inch Tundra tires, and the Bristell can land at speeds as low as 34 knots. A unique feature of the Bristell TDO is the sleeper sleeve option. Bristell developed a system of lowering the seats, covering the baggage area, and exposing the rear fuselage. This provides a completely flat area that's available for sleep. For Airborne, I'm Tom Patton.
With some 2,000 Aero-TV programs webcast to cyberspace, it's fun to look back and enjoy the places we've seen, the pilots we've met, and the planes we've flown. Here's a look at one of our favorite Aero-TV classic episodes.
My first aerobatic ride was actually out of my home airport in Nashua, New Hampshire. I was going to college for aviation. I knew that I wanted to fly aerobatic, but I'd never actually been upside down in an airplane.
In this video, you'll be introduced to Rob Holland, one of the great performers to be featured at EAA AirVenture this year. Listening to Rob and watching him fly is a real treat. Search Ultimate Air Shows on Aero-TV's news channel. After these messages, FreeFlight Avionics now for the King Air 200 aircraft.
A real airplane, not just a toy. The Airplane Factory Sling is a high-performance two-place LSA that fits the needs of private individuals, flight schools, and flying clubs alike, and has been called one of the best handling LSAs on the market. Check it out at www.airplanefactory.com.
Since the early days of powered flight, pilots have struggled with landing in crosswinds. In fact, crosswinds and wind gusts cause more landing accidents than fog, thunderstorms, and icing combined. That's where the Redbird X-Wind SE comes in. By placing pilots in gusty crosswind conditions for extended periods of time, the X-Wind SE gives instructors all the time they need to teach the pilot the proper techniques for landing in crosswind conditions. For more information on Redbird X-Wind SE and Redbird's entire line of flight training devices, visit www.redbirdflightsimulation.com.
AML's patent-pending wireless induction charging system eliminates confusion over those charging cables, cuts down cockpit cable clutter, and allows you and your passengers to fly cordless and eliminate the cable nightmare. www.aviationmodificationleaders.com.
Welcome back. Well, with all the news coming out of the aviation industry, we've decided to summarize some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. Hawker Beechcraft Services has integrated an ADS-B-compliant suite of FreeFlight avionics for the King Air 200 aircraft. This upgrade is attainable through a field approval of an SDC for the King Air C90A aircraft. Piper Aircraft has delivered 2 new Piper Aero training aircraft to the Aeronautics division at Kent State University. These aircraft will augment their large training operation and operate out of Kent State's Andrew Patton Field. The Commemorative Air Force lost one of its founding members, Colonel Bill Godwin, who passed away on December 21st of last year. He was associated with the CAF for more than 40 years and was instrumental in its growth. A British Airways Boeing 777 flight from New York to London attained a ground speed of almost the speed of sound because of a 200 miles per hour tailwind. It arrived an hour and a half ahead of schedule. However, we still missed the Concorde. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. On Monday of this week, divers recovered the flight data recorder from AirAsia Flight QZ8501, which went down December 28th in the Java Sea. Yesterday, the cockpit voice recorder was also recovered, according to authorities. The flight data recorder monitors and records numerous aircraft system functions and parameters. The voice recorder maintains a record of the last 2 hours of cockpit and radio communications. Because the aircraft was only about 1 hour into its flight, the voice recorder combined with the flight data recorder readings should provide a detailed outline as to the airplane operation and flight crew actions. It's reported that search will continue for other portions of the airplane and that operations are continuing to recover as many bodies as possible. The plane went down with 162 people on board. No indications have been given as to when an initial report will be issued regarding the circumstances involved in the loss of this aircraft based on the recovery of the recorders. Well, that's our program for Wednesday, January 14th. Remember to join us every weekday for the best in aviation and aerospace news. I'm Ashley Hale. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
The KSN 770 is an affordable, WAS-enabled integrated MFD with a flexible hybrid user interface from Bendix King. Get your fingers on the 770's perfect blend of touchscreen and hard buttons. Easily control your GPS navigation, Navcom, weather, traffic, and terrain in any condition. For more information, go to bendixking.com.